What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video. And this is the wrestling news on March 25th for you all today. And we're going to be talking about from the wildest and intriguing wrestling news stories and rumors that you assassinators need to know. And include it's going to be from the Sportskeeda Wrestling article, including Jimbo Uso sends a 3-word message after reuniting with his twin brother, main event Jay Uso, on Raw last night. And Adam Pearce makes a major announcement ahead of WWE Raw in Glasgow, and CM Punk gets the finger from WWE star after failed attack. Solo Sikoa sends a 3-word message after a commotion with a rising WWE star. JD McDonough reacts to seemingly being replaced by his best friend on WWE Raw, and Jey Uso finally breaks silence on his awkward botch on Raw last night, and major WWE name targets LA Knight, vows to dethrone him ahead into WrestleMania 41, and much more. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the post notification bell for more of SNA's videos. And also, subscribe over to my other channel at SNA Entertainment. Link is in the description box below. Thank you very much in advance. And let's get in the first story with Jimbo sends a 3-word message to main event Jay last night on Raw. Jimbo, or Jimmy, I should say, and Jay Uso reunited as a tag team after nearly 2 years. On this week's episode of WWE Raw, Big Jimbo made a surprise appearance to help his twin brother vanquish the A-Town Down Under tag team, who have been a thorn in the side of the road to WrestleMania, and not to mention the side of the Yeet Master himself, which I believe that's what they're also referring to. But this was the three inspiring words that he said in the message on his Instagram story, after their win, and with him giving him the what's it called speech, giving that inspiration speech, which you can see on his story, which it says God is great, and you can see it right here on his post on the story. And Big Jimbo also confronted Gunther backstage on Raw, leveling him with a huge slap into his face. It remains to be seen how the current World Heavyweight Champion will retaliate, which we're gonna probably get into that in the next 6 days. But yeah, that's very interesting. And also I'll say retaliate of yeah with with W which is not going to be looking good for Jimbo after that slap, even though I wish that my boy will win this, but it seems like he's gonna be the sacrificial lamb into this feud between the ring general and his twin brother, the Yeet Master Jey Uso, or main event Jey Uso. But anyways, WWE has done a solid job of building intrigue, in Gunther, and Jey Uso's match at WrestleMania 41, with the possibility of Jimmy getting involved too. But what are your thoughts onto this 3 words of him saying God is great, which who could blame Jimbo for saying that? God really is great. And Jimbo will indeed be will indeed be facing Gunther, and who do you think is gonna win that? And do you think that's gonna inspire main event Jey Uso? Well, in kayfabe, but yeah, do you think that's gonna be helping out the Heat Master of winning the World Heavyweight Championship? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. We're moving on. Anyways, we got Adam Pearce now makes a major announcement ahead of WWE Raw in Glasgow, which I believe this should be a news story that I should talk about yesterday, but I'm just going to talk about today. Yeah, from last night's episode of Monday Night Raw, was live from Glasgow, Scotland. As WWE continues to embark on its European tour, the Red Brands GM Adam Pearce has made major announcements ahead of this episode, which builds up to WrestleMania 41. As of this writing, WWE is building up towards WrestleMania 41, which will feature several superstars from Raw and SmackDown, on tonight's. I'm not talking the Raw and SmackDown on last. That show it featured several stars from both Raw and SmackDown, and they did a very successful job. Well, maybe except for Roman Reigns not being there, of course, obviously not. Many stars who will appear, who did appear, who did appear, let me phrase that because it's Tuesday afternoon, at the show of shows, will be present, and ahead of this exciting episode. Ahead of this WWE's official Twitter handle, uploaded a video of Adam Pearce, in which he made an announcement regarding on last night's Raw. Pearce also made a title match official for last night's episode of Raw. With him, it shows stating hours away from the broadcast, all right, everybody, all right, everybody, Adam Pearce, fresh off the plane in beautiful Glasgow, Scotland, honored to bring you Monday Night Raw live tomorrow, tomorrow night, where John Cena and Cody Rhodes will be under the same roof. Will John Cena have a response to what Cody had to say last week, in and very interesting questions. Tune in and find out. Speaking of last week, we saw how the show went off the air. Braun Breaker and Penta face to face. We ain't gotta wait long to see them go at it, because breaking news, tomorrow live on Raw, Intercontinental Champions on the line, Braun Breaker goes one-on-one with Penta. But here's the video from the Raw GM. You can see it for yourself.
Off the plane in beautiful Glasgow, Scotland. Honored to bring you Monday Night Raw live tomorrow night, where John Cena and Cody Rhodes will be under the same roof. Will John have a response to what Cody had to say last week? Tune in and find out. Speaking of last week, we saw how the show went off the air. Braun Breaker and Penta face to face. We ain't got to wait long to see them go at it, because breaking news, tomorrow night live on Raw, the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Braun Breaker one-on-one with Penta. Plus, Dragon Lee finally gets his hands on Chad Gable, and Lyra Valkyria puts her Women's Intercontinental Championship on the line against Raquel Rodriguez. Can Raquel become a double champion? We will find out. Plus, CM Punk is in the house, and who's going to team with Jey Uso against A-Town Down Under? We will find out live tomorrow night. Monday Night Raw, the flagship, live from Glasgow, Scotland. Special start time in the States, 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific, live on Netflix. We are international, and that is official.
I gotta admit, like this catchphrase of him saying that's official, like is getting more catchy ever since he's been using it since 2020. Yeah, that yeah, it just seems like that fits his persona as a general manager. First of all, and second of all, we obviously watched the show, and we all know, so some of y'all probably been asking, why are you even showing it in the first place? I thought just for the heck of it, of them talking about, I like to show stuff like this hours in advance, but the thing is, this was uploaded probably like a day ago, if not exactly like at this time, I'll say maybe about a couple hours afterwards. With Adam Pierce must have just flew down to Scotland, then made that video post, which they posted on the WWE's Twitter account. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, who about this though, and what was your thoughts on the show, which I obviously made a review on, and yeah, and Dragon Lee didn't per se wrestled the Chad Gable persona, I guess you could say, or anything about Chad Gable. It was just is one of his lucha buddies that he trained with, that's that competed against him, which his name is El Grande Americano, which I'm not sure if it really is Chad Gable or somebody else that's totally different. That's not even the 2012 Olympian. I'm not sure. That's still that remains to be seen. But yeah, what are your thoughts on Monday Night Raw? Which I already asked you this question yesterday when I made the review video, but I thought I might ask again. For those that haven't got a chance to talk about this. Now we're in the topic of Adam Pierce, sending a video message hours before Raw. But next up, yeah. Oh yeah, before I get into that, but yeah, Monday Night Raw was crazy. Was insanely good. And it have us very entertaining. I'd say this was probably a better version of last week's Raw. Except for the main event, I just did not like how they ended it. Even though it's all part of the story, with Braun Breaker can defend his Intercontinental Championship in a probably multi-man match, whether if it's a 4-way or a ladder match, or maybe even I'll say, I don't know, or even a gauntlet match if there's plenty of wrestlers enough to do so, 10 wrestlers that's in the mid card division, or 10 competitors that's in the mid card division, just trying to get a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. And I hope Sheamus is going to be one of those challengers, the challenge for the championship, and then he be the one to win it. I wouldn't mind if they made him into a surprise, as long as they're actually gonna have him win, or otherwise that'll be pointless. But also, yeah, we got the Women's Intercontinental Championship, which was pretty decent, and also a segment that with between John Cena and Cody Rhodes that should have been it was about a week ago. But don't get me wrong, they did what they needed to do. I think it would have been too longer than what they had it to be. He got everything started because it has been 20 years. Has been a baby face. So yeah, this is something that's new to all of us fans of John Cena. We would never thought we'll see John Cena going into the bad guy tunnel. And yeah, and that's but he absolutely did that. As soon as he sold his soul to The Rock, and he became new challenger of Cody Rhodes for WrestleMania 41. But yeah, we're gonna talk more about Raw news updates. First, we're gonna start off with CM Punk news as he gets a finger from Star after a failed attack. CM Punk is going down in an unusual path, in the build up to WWE WrestleMania. This year marks his first since 2013, and almost poetically he has to pick up the pieces that he left behind over a decade ago. Dominic Mysterio has been a thorn in his side since he returned to WWE all the way back in 2023. It says like the two have wrestled several bouts like at live events like this past year, like after Raw like went off the air last night. Like Punk joined Rey Mysterio like and undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes against the Judgment Day. Like needless to say, the baby faces won that match. Like most of the time, like at house shows and dark matches that wrestlers do. Like after the show goes off the air, but anyway, yeah, during the post match celebrations, Dirty Dom like threw the prime energy prop like at the straight edge superstar, like which he reflected the young Mysterio gave his rival the finger like on Instagram. Uh, this is what CM Punk like. Oh no, like on Instagram, which we got Dirty Dominic Mysterio like showing the post like as you can see right here on this post on yeah Dom's Insta. If you get a good pic of it. And so CM Punk in the ring must be staring at Dirty Dom. I'm not sure what exactly this means. Like when he showed this post, only just him saying CM Punk. Dirty Dom admitted like his disdain like for CM Punk like many times like while the best in the world in, instigated like a rivalry like with the Mysterio family years ago, which was probably 15 years ago to be exact. I remember like me and my brother and the rest of the family watched CM Punk and Rey year's WrestleMania because yeah, my brother ordered that pay per view when it was still on pay per view on the cable sites. But but yeah, oh yeah, here you go. Yeah, no problem. And yeah, but but yeah, like it looks like that 15 years fast and forward, CM Punk like is now in a new rivalry with another Mysterio family, but Tim is the baby face because like this young Mysterio is a rebellious traitor, like for him stabbing his father in the back almost 3 years ago. But yeah, yeah, that would be very interesting to go into that direction. But what are your thoughts the onto this could possibly be a future rivalry down the line? Like that's only if like if they have any plans like to put the feud between Roman Reigns and CM Punk on hold until like SummerSlam. After this match, they have WrestleMania. I wouldn't mind if they like what if they stay on Raw or go to SmackDown. I would not mind it, which I thought they were going to do this rivalry like a year ago. Well, maybe they were originally planning on going to that path, only for yeah, that probably was probably put on hold, like due to him having the torn triceps, like that Drew McIntyre accidentally future sight DDT'd and caused the injury. But they made it into a storyline, which I give praise for WWE or round of applause, I should say, to WWE for that. But yeah, but yeah, let me know in the comment section right down below onto this post of Dirty Dom, and do you think this is all part of their persona and the stick, or do you think that they like have some kind of legit beef in some capacity, something like, or maybe something similar to like Punk has with the likes of Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins? Let me know in the comments. But CM Punk, like Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins contract signing set like for WWE SmackDown this Friday. In late 2013, CM Punk had Target on his back, like in the form of the Shield, like who were like originally like brought like in as his mer- mercenary his mercenaries. Yeah, mercenary. But yeah, the year prior, like when CM Punk single-handedly like humbled like the trio like at the TLC event like in that year like cut to 2025 at WrestleMania 41. Like he what's it called he will square off with the group where he squared off with the group's remaining two members in a triple threat match at the Showcase of the Immortals event. But the best in the world revealed that a contract signing has been announced. Yeah, for the Friday's SmackDown show, he recalled how Reigns and Rollins got called to the main roster. All right, bye. Bye. All right, fuck you. I'll take it back to me. But you didn't say what I said. I said, okay, love you, bye. All right. And I think it's forward. With me, and I'll bring you back. So, yeah, let's go talking to you. Yeah, you let you know with that. Because we're going to get back to what's wrong with that not having to feel the family. He and I need you to approve what you're telling me. And I have to pull out all that shit out of my folder, out of giving that, and I start giving him all the documentation from that's on the porch from when they was harassing y'all throughout those things. Yeah, I'm like, I said, or if you really want to go back to they got a file on that up there. Doesn't mean your dad was doing. You were making a paper for the things that happened to you today. The things that they did, maybe you didn't have to see to get the money. All right, well, we ain't crazy. We've been sitting back waiting for this day. Your daddy keep right here with us. This is the day we've been waiting for. The day that they really was gonna screw up. And then once they don't contact me, I'm like, I didn't do this stuff. Stuff that they said I'm doing, I didn't do this. This is the time I've been waiting for. They really wrong screwed up now. But yeah, what was I? Okay, I'm back. Now you're the show, he recalled how Reigns and Rollins got called up to the main roster and claimed he would put his proteges down onto the grandest stage of them all. WWE fans are well aware that every time a contract signing takes place, chaos ensures. Or in suits. I mean, not ensures. It would be with an R. I mean, in suits. My apology. why would the upcoming segment be any different? Like Punk, Reigns, and Rollins will be at the O2 in London, adding yeah, to the stacked card. And what are your thoughts onto this segment? And do you think this is gonna end with some chaotic some I'll say some chaotic I'll say confrontations? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. I would say I would definitely for sure, if not being worse from what happened last week when they did that three that that three free for all, I guess you could say, or three free brawl for alls, or whatever you want to call it. With them just letting each other have it, beat the daylights out of one another. But yeah, what's your take on the matter? Let me know down in the comments section right down below. But I think they'll end that way. But before they do, or maybe even one of them did not sign it yet, and we can see them sign the contract. But I think it'll probably be before they get into any physicalities with one another. Is where they can sign the contract. Is where they start talking trash to the point that it gets personal, and next thing you know, it'll probably be a repeat from what happened last week. But yeah, moving on, we got Soul Sokoa news now as a three-word message that he sent after a commotion with a rising WWE star. Soul Sokoa fell off a cliff after losing the Ulafala to Roman Reigns in a tribal combat in a tribal combat contest on Raw on the Netflix debut show. He is slowly building his credibility again, but in the process, he seems to be losing his biggest commodity. Jacob Fatu, last week, on WWE SmackDown, Soul's interference, during Fatu's match against Braun Strowman, caused the disqualification, hurting the the Samoan Werewolf chances of becoming the number one contender for the United States Championship. Like Jacob ranted at Solo backstage, rejecting his cousin's claim that it was done on his behalf. Like as tensions between the Bloodline crew gained steam, like Solo Sikoa shared an Instagram story of his recent appearance at a WWE live event in on what that Nottingham, in Nottingham, like Solo's three-word message echoed his entrance theme. As you can see, it says taking it all, was the three words that says in the beginning of the song, which you can see for yourself right here on this post on Insta. And it says right here, at the time of this writing, the street, the street champion is not booked for WrestleMania 41. He has been showing support to his cousin Jacob Fatu, who is seemingly ahead of him in the rat race, on the Friday night SmackDown, in and the questions are, did Solo Sikoa intentionally sabotage Jacob Fatu's match on SmackDown in interrogation questions or in interrogative questions, like and Braun Strowman, like in Jacob Fought 2, like had a slugfest, like on SmackDown, a match that could have gone either way. Tamatonga tried to jump like from the Universal Champion, but like the latter like got the better of Tonga, like, and that's what triggered their fallen leader, like who sneak like attacked like Strowman, causing the disqualification finish. WWE booked Braun Strowman versus LA Knight for the United States Championship for this Friday's show, like at the O2 Arena in London. Like the Samoan Werewolf is gradually like become like a favorite. In fact, right out the gate, like late June, like he overshadowed Solo. Like, could Sokoa be envious of his cousin, like who is technically like the new guy like in the block, like but is climbing the ranks like sooner than expected, and very concerning questions. Like the WWE and even the WWE analyst Sam Roberts speculated that Jacob's frustrations like would be a slow burner storyline, like so that it turns the Samoan Werewolf into a monster babyface when he finally unleashes on Solo. Would you rather with him stating like, would you rather like WWE book the Samoan the two Samoans lock horns at WrestleMania 41 or a later date like in very optional questions like hit like the the the, the discuss button like and sound off like in very curious questions like that. You love to hear your comments. Of course, that's what he's saying. But let me know in the comment section right down below if this is going to be the case. I would totally agree with the speculation from Sam Roberts. Like it seems like if they're leading this into the into like a showdown at WrestleMania, or maybe even at a later date. But then again, like this wouldn't look very good if they just passed it off like and what's it called and delay it for another day. I think this should be like a showcase event like that. It should be like a biggest the biggest showcase event that. That's definitely gonna be yeah, what's that word? Like it's gonna be a show like that needs to be like if both guys not doing much, and then if they lead this into like some kind of an angle, like with Soul Sokoa, like quote unquote accidentally like attack Braun Strowman, only for attack Braun Strowman, only for attack Braun Strowman, only for the what's called the like attack Braun Strowman, only for what's his name attack Braun Strowman, like only like I mean the Braun Strowman was about to win, only for him to attack him, and like it seems like that looks like it was on purpose, like but yeah, but at the same time, like he probably didn't realize like they made a massive mistake by attacking Braun Strowman. But the thing is, like, it looks like that he didn't even care. Like, and he's like, yeah, it needed to be done. Like, which this was an opportunity of a lifetime. Like, I mean, it's one thing for trying to protect his cousin, but at the same time, not in this way when he was handling some personal business with Braun Strowman, a guy that he been beefing with on the SmackDown roster. But we're just gonna have to wait and see, like, what what's going to transpire. Hopefully that these are the plans. Let me know about it in the comments. And do you think that was an accident that Sosako attacked Braun Strowman and cost his cousin the championship opportunity, or do you think he genuinely attacked him because like he got jealous and envious of his cousin being a very recognizable top star in the business? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. Which I think that's probably all part of this little angle here that they're doing right here. But let me know what your opinion is in the comments. But JD McDonough reacts like to seemingly being replaced by the best friend on by his own best friend on this episode of Raw. Now we got news about the Irish Ace has been absent from which has been he's been absent since from Monday Night Raw for several months after he broke his ribs and puncture his lung during a match against the War Raiders in January. Dominic Mysterio was his partner in the match in that match and Finn Balor blamed him for his injury which caused some issues on the Judgment Day over the past few days. Over the past week or past few weeks, Dirty Dominic Mysterio or just Dominic Mysterio has been pushing to add a new member of the Judgment Day in JD McDonough's absence. Balor and Mysterio have been at odds but the latter has been trying to get Penta to join the group. Like the Luchador refused the invitation this week last night on Raw. And following the show, the Prince sent out a heartwarming message to Dirty Dom, which JD McDonough has reacted to on social media. And following the show, Dominic Mysterio posted pictures with the inaugural World Universal Champion. On Instagram, Balor commented on the past and called Dominic his brother, stating while writing, "Hey brother, fight all the time," in double explanations. It's all gravy, mate. Yeah, great mate. Yeah, and JD McDonough shared a post of his very own in his story on Instagram, reacting with a face holding back tears, yeah, and a black heart emoji, which you can see right here with them on the post on Instagram. But what's his name? Reacted to it by posting on his Instagram story, which you can see down below. He chose the a whole back tear face emoji and a black heart emoji because they are a dark gothic heel faction on WWE. But let me know in the comment section right down below about McDonough's reaction. And what are your thoughts on Dirty Dominic and Finn Balor? Are following on the same page. Was you two thought they still ever coexist like this in this manner? But yeah, but it says right here, McDonough could seemingly be being replaced by Dirty Dominic Mysterio since McDonough has been best friends with Finn Balor for decades. The two men have been joined together, although their careers. But while he's injured, it seems that King Prince is actually that the Prince like is actually the one like looking to replace him. And do you think that's true? Do you think that Dirty Dominic is pretty much a replacement to JD McDonough in the eyes of the Prince of the Judgment Day? Please leave your comment section right down below. Which that depends. Like if he would try to win tag team gold with him, or be more like cool with him. Like if he's just best friend, which that's one rule that you do not break with JD McDonough is to take his spot and steal his best friend. That's like a brother to him, like in that he trained with, like and grew up in the same city of Ireland. But let's move on to the next slide. But let me know in the comment section right down below if there's some envy or jealousy with Mr. Irish Ace McDonough, but we're just gonna have to wait and see like if that's the case or whatnot. But next up we got main event Jay Uso like finally like break silence. An awkward botches like on WWE Raw last night. We got the WWE superstar and the main event Heat Master Jay Uso, like has been a victim of awkward botches, like in two consecutive Raw episodes. Like these blunders like occurred like just weeks before his scheduled like World Heavyweight Championship match against Gunther at WrestleMania 41 last week on the Monday Night Raw show in Brussels, Belgium. Like the Yeet Master was in action against Austin Theory after winning the match. The Samoan star botches a dive from the ring, like onto the outside. Another incident like occurred like last night, like when I mean on Raw in Glasgow, like where Jay Uso slipped in while attempting a spear on Gunther, like following the Usos' big win over A Town Down Under. During like an appearance like on Raw recap, the former Intercontinental Champion admitted to feeling embarrassed about his recent in-ring mistakes. Like attributing them like to a lack of focus and immense pressure. Jey Uso recognized like the need like for immediate improvement, like with WrestleMania approaching. He ex- he explains, I kind of like was embarrassed like a lot, like about like that like because it's still part of my craft, right? And very I'll say and very shy questions, like still part of my work, like just like not taping in like taping in with myself, like like maybe man, like there's like a lot of big pressure, but I'm trying to answer the call. Who's like I'm trying to step up like to the plate like I always do, just staying focused. Like I did slip up tonight, like pretty sure like you saw my brother Jimbo or Jimmy, he actually said, like so now I'm trying to out as trying to out as weeks like come like in like and like I can't be playing around right now, like because WrestleMania is right around the corner. Like I just gotta tighten up. You tighten up like and and Jimmy Uso's reaction like to Jay Uso's unfortunate botches on WWE Raw. Like the March 24th episode of Raw, like in Glasgow, Scotland, like saw Jimbo Uso reunited with his twin brother, main event Jay Uso in a tag team action on screen for the first time since July 2023, which was the last time was likely when they defeated Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa in that with that Bloodline Civil War match. Which it was the first time that Roman Reigns got pinned since 2019, which was Baron Corbin was the last guy that did so. But when main event Jay tripped and failed to re retaliate against Gunther. Big Jimbo in, intervened before the reigning defending world heavyweight champion could reflect further damage. My mind. But anyways, in a backstage segment on the flagship show, Jimbo told the Yeet Master that his brothers repeated errors and this diminished skills par- particularly the 39-year-old's signature dive would lead to a loss against the ring general at the show of shows. He he's he stated last week you've been hitting that dive for 15 years, Oos. You become a damn joke. Tonight the kill shot was right there. But you were out there slipping, messing up. You cannot continue with this. You will not win at WrestleMania. That he added. Which Jimbo did told him that in those inspiring messages. You can see it for yourself on last night's Raw, which it was on this post right here. You can see it for yourself on the example of the message he sent to Jay.
What's up with it? For the last couple of weeks, man, I can see you've been all up in your head. I don't understand, bro. Last week, you been hitting that dive for 15 years, Lucy. You became a damn joke. A meme, bro. What's with you? Tonight, the kill shot was right there. You out here slipping, messing up out there, Lucy. You keep on continuing this, you will not win WrestleMania. I know. They remind me every week. I ain't beat Gunther. I'm 3-0 versus Gunther. You want to know the truth is, Lucy? What? Man, I don't know if I can beat him. You can't. Hey, hold up. You can't beat him. Not this Jay. Nah. The Jay I know, the right-hand man, that's the one I need. The one that became the main event Jay Uso, that's the Uso I need. The one that won the Royal Rumble, that's the Uso I need. Do you got me? I got you.
And what are your reaction to it? Do you think those exact words are going to be the reason why he does become world heavyweight champion? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. Hopefully, that will help him stop doubting himself of being a potential world champion. Which I have plenty of belief that this is going to lead into in that direction. Let's hope that keeps it in that way. But what are your thoughts on Jey Uso's botches lately, with him going for a dive, going for a spear? Do you think that's out a nervousness, due to him never being in his opportunity of becoming a world champion before? What's your opinion? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. But yeah, I sure hope he does win. I was like, nothing against the ring general, like, even though I'm not a fan of him, like a biggest fan, but still, like, I don't have anything against him either. Like he's a very talented dude himself. It's just that, like, he's playing the villain right now, like, onto Jay Uso's quest of becoming the world heavyweight champion. Like, but I hope that they do lead this, which some tells me that they are. Like, why else he even won the Royal Rumble if they don't see nothing special about him winning the championship? And yeah, also, like, let me know in the comment section right down below on what he's gonna be doing as world heavyweight champion. Which hopefully that if WWE has him plan to win, like, let's hope they have all types of plans for him to which opponents to face off with, what storylines he's gonna get into, like, and what angle, like. Yeah, like, I'll just hope and pray that that does be the case. But a major WWE name targets LA Knight, vows to dethrone him, like, heading into WrestleMania 41. WWE United States Champion LA Knight, like got like a strong, strong st- uh, strong start, like, of headlining into 2025, as he won the title back from Shinsuke Nakamura. Recently, Braun Strowman issued a warning and vowed to take the title, like, off the megastar. Last Friday, like, on SmackDown, Braun Strowman, like, won a match against Jacob Fatu via disqualification when Sol Sikoa, like, and Tama Tonga attacked him. Like, whenever, like, this granted, like Strowman, like, a title match, like a title match against LA Knight, like, for the United States Championship to be exact, on the blue brand. Like it says right here that like it says right here that for the United States Championship, like, and like on the brand, like, today, like, Braun Strowman updated an image from WrestleMania 36, like, where he won the Universal Championship from Goldberg in a matter of minutes. Like, he added, like, a message with it, like, on X, like, that, and vowed to win the United States Championship from LA Knight, like, when they face off in London. And yeah, and yeah, and he writes 5 years ago today, I won the Universal Championship in 4 minutes. Like, I'll say, in 5 time explanations, I guess you could say, 5 times more of the explanation on the matter. Like, in next week, like, I become a Grand Slam champion when I win the United States Championship. Like, in four Grand Slamming explanations, like, collector, like, inevitable, like, not the hero, like, you what uh, hero, you what, like, you heard what the monster, like, you needed Strowman. And I'll say, in 5 times the explanation, I guess you could say. Like, and you can see it for yourself, like, where Braun Strowman's showing a picture of himself holding on to the Universal Championship almost 5 years ago, which I cannot believe that's almost half a decade ago. Like, with him, like, that was the last time he was the WWE Universal Champion. But hopefully he does eventually does become the United States champion, for the fact that he's a Grand Slam champion, holding the tag team championship a couple of times, held the Intercontinental Championship, and even the Universal Championship. Which something tells me that will be the case, like, if he stays around long enough. But anyways, like, LA Knight comments on his feud with the Bloodline on WWE SmackDown. like in 2023, LA Knight entered a feud with the bloodline and went after Roman Reigns in the hopes of winning the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. However, he always comes up short due to the faction uh, numbers game, like in the tribal chiefs matches. Like in an interview with the Shaq Wrestling, the megastar was asked about his feud with the Samoan faction and how it impacted his career. Like the two-time United States champion, the two-time United States champion stated it pushed him to new heights, and at the same time, it held him back as well for a while. He explains, I think it did a little bit of that, all of that. Like I think it took me in a few different directions. Like I think it uh, optically in a way it elevated me. Yeah, and I think also uh optically yeah, in a way it and also kind of set me back a little bit to where I had to do a little bit of a rebuild back in the winter in the springtime of last year. So I think that's just by virtue of yeah, kind of way it was all kind of set up in the way it was done. like but ultimately Crown Jewel was a nice payoff, so that was pretty good. And what are your thoughts on LA Knight's reactions of his own about him feuding with the bloodline? I do think that we could see the megastar. It could be in another feud, and revisit this, with any of the bloodline members, maybe the original, I should say, with someone like Solo Sikoa or Jimbo or Roman Reigns, which I don't think that's gonna be something that's down the line at this time, but yeah, but this will be at the end of yeah, this is the end of today's wrestling news video. The wildest and intriguing, I should say, that you assassinators need to know. And if you ask me which one's my favorite one, I'll say maybe Jimbo giving the 3 word message to Jey Uso heading into WrestleMania 41. Because with him and him stating that Jimbo stating that God is great, and I would agree with him on the other news story, with him saying that it can't be it can't be defeat your failure and letting this get the better of you and your livelihood. Would you be a more what's that called? Be the unusual you, I should say, with him saying, with him doing these botches on dives and spears, at this rate, if take over you, these doubts get the better of you, you won't be winning the world heavyweight championship. You gotta overcome those doubts. Yeah. Which I totally agree on, and that's what's gonna help him win the world heavyweight title. And do you think that's what's going to happen? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. And also, if you like this video, please make sure to hit the big thumbs up button. Also, hit the subscribe and the post notification bell for more of SNA's videos. And yeah, also, subscribe onto his other channel at SNA Entertainment. Link is in the description box below as well. Also, make sure to check out my NXT review video, where I'll be definitely going to be talking about Stephanie Vaquer going to be defending both of her women's title, the NXT Women's North American and the NXT Women's Championship itself. But which this is the first time an NXT women's wrestler that's going to be defending two singles gold, like which is the first time we have two different women's singles gold, like in the developmental brand, like which she's going to defend the women's North American championship, likely in the opener against Fallon Henley, which it's definitely going to be Fallon, but it's going likely going to look like into the opener, of course, while the main event we could see close out like since this like a world championship of NXT's women's division, like it's gonna probably close out the show with her taking on Jada Parker. This is where we could possibly still see Jordan Grace going face to face with her. I wouldn't be surprised if Julia like shows up, like because considering the fact they said that her injury is not really much of a concerning uh, but that it doesn't seem like it's a concerning what's that called? It don't her injury doesn't look too concerning. That looks like she had to take some time off for the heel. Like, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Like, if that's gonna be the scenario, like that, if she's gonna be returning and there's nothing wrong with her. Any of her body parts like that was injured before, like whether it's her leg, arm, or neck, or any other body part that you definitely do not want to get hurt. Like that's anywhere. Like and yeah, hopefully that stays that way. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope we are having a wonderful Wednesday. I mean Tuesday afternoon. I'll see you next time with some more SNA content. Until we meet again, Super Ninja Austin out of here. Bye bye, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace and stay good to yourself.